Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're doing fine. I have been, I've been a little under the weather, so I probably sound a little hoarse. Probably not as bad today as it's been the past few days. Pardon me, I'll try to keep down any coughing or anything. Someone had asked me to do a load order video, and I thought I would do that. It's not too hard. It's not going to take too long. Pardon me for just a moment. Having a little water. I've got a cough drop in, trying to keep things, you know, pretty calm so I won't be too rude or noisy on you. So anyway, just to start off with, I mean, here is this is a skinny down version compared to, if you go back and look at older load order videos I did, some of them I had as many as 140 you know, or 140 some mods. But I really, for the sake of doing our spotlights, I've really skinnied this way down. So I don't think there's anything really surprising here. I don't want the Dragonborn or the Dawnguard stuff starting prematurely on me, especially since a lot of my characters will be low level and I'm doing spotlights. And then if I need a high level character, I've got a few that can do that, and they've already done the Dragonborn and the Dawnguard. So that's what these are. This is Sarcastic Dragons Dynamic Moons. This is my favorite. He's got more than one of these, but this is my favorite. Display enhancements. You pretty much have to have this so you can do certain things. I tried even in Fallout 4. Display enhancements is a good mod. Way to go. All right, so Skyrim Legendary Weathers. Now I was using, and I liked using, the Cathedral Weathers for a while. It was fun to do on a playthrough, and I may do that again. But right now, I'm back to using Skyrim Legendary Weathers. The reason I do that so much is that, one, I don't like God Rays, and I don't like Lens Flare. It kind of just bugs me. So this eliminates those. And two, nothing is dark. So when I'm doing a spotlight, I'll have good lighting, and I'll be able to show you stuff, and nothing will be dark. If I use Cathedral Weathers and I go to the cheat room and I don't do something, cheat room can be too dark. And anyway, I like Cathedral Weathers, though. Do not get me wrong. That's a good one. So I have this to dynamically disable the eye adaptation and the bloom. What I really turn off is just the bloom. I leave the eye adaptation on because it doesn't bother me. I have amazing follower tweaks. I know some people say that they put this really low in their load order. I never have. I never have any trouble with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just lucky. Tailor's Measure. This is something so I can change NPCs' clothing if I want. That can come in handy sometimes. Unique armors and weapons. You know, if you want to be able to make... oh, good. There's a list. If you want to be able to make any of these special armors and weapons, like blades and all this different stuff here, you can make them with this. A lot of it ends up in miscellaneous, I'll just tell you. I think, matter of fact, maybe all of it. You end up with a big miscellaneous list. Free camera, I've gotten back in using that recently and trying to, trying to do better with that. Pardon me, I may have to cough here. Yeah, I kind of debated whether to even try to do this, but I'm gonna try to get through it. Let's just go. If it's too annoying, if it even sounds too annoying, you can let me know and I'll take it down and redo it later. Alright, so this is No Friendly Fire for amazing follower tweaks. This is free crafting. This is craftable clothing. It puts all these little cloths on the rack, the tanning rack. That probably sounds horrible, but you know what I mean. It's over there on the tanning rack, and you can make the little shoes and boots and clothes, and it's all good. Okay, so then for my enchantments, I like no enchantment restrictions and unlimited enchantments. They work in this order like this. Now, I do not know if you rearrange them if they will still work together, but like this, for me, they work. That's all I can tell you. One really reduces the enchantment restrictions. It doesn't totally get rid of all of them, but it really reduces a lot. So you'll if you try it, you'll see what I mean, and you've probably seen me using it in other videos. And then unlimited enchantments, what it does is it allows you to, you have to put some extra perk points in the enchanting tree at the top, but it allows you to really over enchant all your stuff. And it's a little difficult for weapons, because the more you enchant your weapon, you know, the more it costs you in charges. But as far as your armor goes, load it up, you'll be fine. There's no problem. You can, I forget, I've had chest pieces with 30 or 40 enchants on them probably, because I was testing. Superhuman jumping, I jump. I like to be able to jump high. That's the 10 times jump. The only thing is, you do have to be careful. If you're on top of a house, don't jump up and land down off the house, because that may be too high and kill you. But if you just drop down off the house, you'll be fine. And as far as jumping goes, usually it's fine. Occasionally you might get a little wounded, but as long as you're, you know, fairly careful, you'll be okay. Breeze Home, TNF, Hearthfire. This is a good little Breeze Home replacer. And I'm going to try the other TNF mods. I think Dova Girl recommended those. So, and then this was something new. I haven't done I was going to do a little show on it. I hadn't done it yet, but I had put it here and it was working. I've tested it. So I was trying out this little photo studio. And like I said, this is a test. This isn't normally here, but cheat room, of course. I use cheat room all the time. You've seen that. Powerful torch. I really, ever since they put up this little video, oh, I'm so sorry, this little mod, it's just great. I like that. I mean, that torch is really good. I like the goodies chest because of the spawn any NPC thing. Now, it actually has two chests. It has the goodies chest, which the goodies chest, if you save your game and just pull that stuff out and play around with it and have fun, it is fun. Okay, it's a good time. Good time will be had by all. Spawn any NPC is just that. It doesn't include every NPC in the game, but it includes a lot of them, and it's good fun. And what it does, when you spawn an NPC, you're actually making a copy. You can just make your own copy for that NPC, even if you're not near them, and you can make them your follower or whatever, as long as you are able to do that. You know, like maybe if you use AFT or something. Pardon me just a second. Alright, so let's try again. Okay, so crafting supplies. This is just, it sets, in Whiterun, it sets out some little chests and stuff that, it's full of all the crafting supplies you need. And if you use the cheat room and you get the carry weight ring, which I always do, you can just go grab all this stuff and you can just carry around everything you need to make anything. And it's a very easy way to do these shows and stuff. It's I mean, you can even keep it and use it in your playthroughs, which I have done. I think I did that on Thor and Crom. I figured, why not? But you know, if it's too much for your inventory management, you can always take all that to whatever home you're using and just put it in the appropriate places there. And it takes a few minutes to do it, but yeah, anyway, this is a great little mod. Another option is just take what you need and throw the rest of it back or whatever. If you clean these chests and bags out, they all respawn, so you're never losing anything. You just keep getting more, and you can throw it away or whatever. It doesn't matter. So sorry. Alright, so anyway, I have switched armor replacers a few times recently. And this is the one I'm doing right now. The reason I'm doing this one, well, there's two reasons. One, this modder, when he originally put his replacer out here, he had some trouble, and I think it's maybe because he didn't have permissions or whatever. I don't know. But nonetheless, they took it down. It's for the body I like. My favorite body still recently is this girl with the and I know it's silly, but I mean, she has the cute underwear and everything, and it just, you know, whatever. That's what I like. Nonetheless, so I like that body and that underwear, and so I like her, and so I like this armor replacer because it should go with that body. And as far as I know, this is a work in progress, and he's still working on it. I think right now he's still trying to get some permissions. But meanwhile, everything in here is at least fitted to that body, so it looks right. Now, he says some of it's going to have clipping issues. I haven't seen that, so... But I should probably give him some feedback on what I have seen. Matter of fact, I meant to go through and do some testing. Nonetheless, sorry, I'm getting off track. Improved blade stats. This is just to increase the stats of the Blade's armor, because Blade's armor shouldn't be some of the crappiest armor in the game. It should be good armor, you know. And even in Oblivion, that was a problem I had, was the Blade's armor was not, they did not have very good stats. And I was like, well, you're supposed to be like special dudes, you know. You're the guardians of the Emperor and all that, you know. Anyway. Now, these are some armor mods that I like and use. You've seen some of my girls wearing some of these things. I love these Nordwar Stark armors. They're very cool. And the chainmail is very nice. I was actually going to switch Crom to use the chainmail, but he's in Blade's armor, and I was already busy doing stuff, so I didn't switch him yet, but I'm going to. Thor is wearing one of the Stark armors, which looks cool. This is something I want to do. I'm going to do a little video on. I haven't done it yet. There's a little quest. Matter of fact, I think I was going to have Crom do that quest and get this stuff, but I haven't done it yet. And it's partly because I've been sick and just has not been very good lately. Okay, so anyway, so this is one of my favorite armors of late too. Is this Dark Crusader? It's 7 base, and it's a really nice dark armor. And I know it's not skimpy at all, but it's just really nice. Matter of fact, I will say that this Berserk Sonya is not skimpy at all either. But I just like it. It's a nice armor. Something about the style of it appeals to me. These armors aren't really skimpy either, but again, I just kind of like the style, and so I use those. I like these Game of Thrones shields. Those are fun. It adds some nice variety to the shields. I probably should bring back my old Viking shields, but I haven't done that yet. I've kept this around. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it forever, but it's just a little dress outfit. There's the picture shows the original version, and then there's a black version, which I had Ophina Greymane wear in I think with was she with Crom? Yeah, I think she was one of Crom's followers. Thor's hammer, I like to use that. There's a great mod that has the whole Thor set up so that you can look like Thor from like Marvel Comics and stuff. And I mean, this person really went to a lot of trouble and made a great little thing, and I think I did a couple of videos on it, but it's just a lot. It's a lot of stuff, and I don't know, in the end I just decided I really didn't quite want all that much stuff, and this allows me to do what I want to do, so I just stayed with this little hammer mod. Truly Light Glass, this is just it's just a little better glass look. It gives you some variety. It's really not a big deal. I think Elris was wearing that in some videos lately. Armored circlets, just that, so I could make some circlets with some armor. Nocturnal's clothes, so I can craft those anytime I want. This makes the light armor and the ebony mail craftable. And let's see, here's Botox and All Ladies Are Young. These appear to work in this order right here the way I have them. I cannot speak for any other order. I just happened, I think in the past I had trouble with the All Ladies Are Young, but I think I had it all over the place. This seems to be working for me. I'm going to stick with it. This is a little Mjol, the Linus replacer, and all it does is increase her weight. it can cause you to have neck gaps. So I have it in this place. And then way further down, you're going to see I have a little face replacer. And all these together seem to work well. But if I turn off the face replacer, I think this one kind of bugs her and gives her a face gen problem. So if I turn off the face one, I have to come up here and turn this one off to not have that issue. So, but this one does adjust her weight, even though it does give her the little, I don't know why it gives her the face, I don't know why it gives her the face gen problem. I don't even know how that's possible, but that's what seemed to be happening, I'll say that. Pardon me just a moment, my throat's getting dry and I don't want to cough. Okay, so Ashara's merchants and traders. I just like having those merchants and traders in the inns. You can go to any inn at any time. And Xenia, is that her name? Yeah, Xenia. Bjorn too, but I don't pay much attention to Bjorn. I really just want to sell all my junk to Xenia. And she's got like 30,000 gold, so it works very well. This is one of my favorite little follower mods, and it's from Justin White Designs, and it's Siri, and it's a very small mod because he didn't include any texture in it, and she uses my textures, and there's no lines, no seams, no nothing, and it's great. And then same for Shaw here. She's just standalone head, not standalone, I'm sorry, she's just a head only type of follower, and she'll use your body and your textures just like Siri. Same with the Jarl Elisif the Fair. Now, the one good thing about this, too, is that if you replace the Jarl Elisif with someone else, like Takata, which I'll show you further down, that's what I did, you end up getting her to look like Takata in the game, and this follower will also look like Takata, which is cool. Not that she doesn't look bad with Botox, but I just think the Takata look is, is superior. Alright, so anyway, so then I have KS Hairdude's Light, the superior lore-friendly hair for those in my game who still have vanilla hair. At least their hair will look better. I have changed it up. If you look at my older videos, I've changed it up. I am using the Definitive Beauty Pack with all the crazy colors and everything because... how do I say this? It just seemed like this ended up being the best choice for me. I was trying to use some other things, like I had an eye mod and a teeth mod and a mouth mod and a vanity pack and all these different things, and it really just ended up that this was the easiest way to get those things accomplished without causing a face gem problem and without having a lot of issues. So it also adds a lot of different things here, which I'm not even sure what the iCube map is. I assume that has something to do with the shape of the eyes and stuff. It's more than I know. Now, I will say the modder says load order at the very bottom. However, I don't know why that would be the case. I put it in the same place as I put all my usual stuff, and it seems to be okay. However, as I would normally say, if the modder says to put it at the very bottom, perhaps you should, and especially if you have any issues, put it down at the bottom. But I've not been having a lot of issues, so I left it there. This is my favorite male body. Sorry, and it does say it has textures, but the textures did not look that impressive to me, so I overlay those textures. This is the female body I like. These are the R246 presets I like. If you get these in this order, they work. If you flip these and do them in the reverse order, I think you have problems. So, but this does work for me. The Better Male Presets is fine. It works fine. Because these only affect females, these don't conflict in any way that I know of. Now, here's my skin textures. I like this for guys. The tempered skins for males, the smooth really is nice, really works really well. The beauties of Skyrim for the girls, and the beautiful vampires, that seems to work really well for me. I think they count this kind of as a texture in some way. I don't understand, but this is a way much better, very much better map. And I like the clear map with no clouds and stuff. So I use the classic with all the roads. And then I use the clear map so I don't have any clouds in the way. Here is my Serrano replacer. It also replaces Valerica. This is the Serrano you usually see in my game, and also the Valerica you usually see in my name with red eyes. I could do the other one, I guess, with blue eyes, but I don't know. They're supposed to be vampires, and I just go with the whole red eye thing. This is that Elisif replacer that makes her look like Takata. It's very small. It's a head-only thing, so I like that. This is my Uthgard replacer because Uthgard is always ugly. I'm just going to say it. That's just the way it is. I've never seen anybody do a really good Uthgard. This is the best one I've ever found. You can disagree with me because it's totally subjective, but that's just my opinion. This is my Mel Facelift or face replacer, which I like. This is alternate star, which of course I use a lot. That's the skeleton, and this is the animations, and that gives you the walk for the girls. And then this is for the hairdo to try to what does this try to do? It tries to make the hairdos, I guess, so they lay on the chest correctly. I'm not even sure if it works. I have no idea. I'll just say it. Anyway, invisible helmets, that works. Any vanilla headpiece will be invisible with this. Well, I shouldn't say any, but almost any. There might be some exceptions. Sometimes Crom's Blade's helmet will appear on his head, but most times not. Hoods and things disappear, which is good, because with Botox, a lot of the girls' hair will stick through the hoods, and there's clipping, and it looks silly. So I find the invisible helmets to be much more appealing. And plus, your guards don't have those helmets on all the time. Color patches remover, if you've ever seen these color squares, this is the only way to get rid of them. It also gets rid of the ones around the doors and stuff. I use lifelike idols again. I was using a different one, but I changed it up. Every now and then I get bored, I just change it. This is female orcs use female animation, so they will actually walk like the other women in the world, like everybody else in this. So they will walk like the other females instead of like guys. I did a couple of things on this recently. For some reason, when you use AFT with certain followers, and it seemed to really happen a lot when I went to the cheat room, but it can happen at other times. I know with Serrano, her eyes would tend to be really dark a lot of times, and sometimes I would go to the cheat room and their eyes would just be black, and this is supposed to prevent that. And so far I will say that it seems to be working. It's a very small fix. I like it. This is more females, to add more females to your game. Now this is one that Morgan Helsing said to put low too, and this one I really did. There are certain NPCs that this does not change because they are for quests or whatever, and the modder did not want to mess up those quests. So, but it will change like any of the, or a lot of the generic men to females. And this is the Rich Merchants of Skyrim, which I also use to give a lot of merchants like 10,000 gold or more so I can sell my stuff. And this, along with that, this photo place. Let me go. I got to way back up the Wayback Machine. Okay, so to go along with this, I decided to download a small pose mod. I did have Morgan's big one, but that was just, it was fun, but it was just too much and way too big. I might get it back sometime for fun. But anyway, so I decided to do some testing with this one while I was trying out that photo place. So you can hear some little music going. If you can hear it, it's because I needed to go do something, so I'm going to have to quit. But this is the end. Everything below this is here in case I need it. Everything below this are mods that aren't turned on that I was just going to use for future shows, future videos. So this is all that I have active right now, and even this one is, I'm just testing it, so I just put it down here. I didn't move it anywhere else, and I think I may have actually done a video on this before. I was really just using it to test the photo place, which is what I'm working on, and I'm planning on getting that done hopefully soon. But like right now, sometimes it's hard to talk. So anyway, I hope this load order video has been helpful. You can always stop and look at this, all you need. I don't have all of this written down or documented because a lot of changes have occurred since the last time I documented my load order. But when I do that again, I will make sure to try to post it out there. I do have a general guideline that I have posted on an old video, and I may be able to add it to this video as well. It's just a general guideline because it gives you a starting place, and because if a modder says something needs to go at the very bottom or the very top, they're probably right. It probably does. Occasionally you can cheat the system, but not always. Alright, I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.